welcome back to the Off the Ropes podcast. I am your co-host Maya.
And I'm top of the morning SEAKA. Top of the morning. And today is another episode of the Off the Ropes podcast. Listen guys, today we have some very creative guys in the building, man. Some very creative guys in the building.
Yes, sir.
Please could you guys introduce yourselves?
You go first, you're always first.
I'm Giovanni from KEPLER-22.
And I am Nikki Ghost.
Love it.
But no, for real though, can I give us a background? You know, introduce yourself.
Start it off, man.
Let the people know who you guys are.
What do you mean background? Like,
Give me your name, how you grew up, who you are as a person. What do you like to eat on the weekends?
okay.
Keep it brief.
I'm Giovanni Boulay. I go by Giovanni from KEPLER-22.
It's a long ass name, what?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
does 22 mean to you?
I take space. I can't tell you anything. You just, if you really want to find out, you can.
Oh.
Yeah.
22 is my favorite number, so.
It is?
Angel numbers.
I actually don't like that.
You hate that number?
Yeah. I have
What's your favorite number?
3.
It's a crazy thing to put your
That's a good number.
your most hated number as your rapper name.
That's
Like, what
sick.
did you?
That's I don't know, man. I was working.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Giovanni's not gonna cut it. Cause that's how I started putting out music. I was like, it's not gonna cut it. Cause random niggas kept coming up that just called themselves Giovanni. Like, that's like start of like streaming 2017 when niggas really started putting their shit on streaming. So, if another person who called themselves Giovanni like put some shit up, it would come up with my music too.
Right.
So it was like, okay, let me go away from that and have a unique name. And I was like, what's the most unique thing I can come
From
up
the
with?
Kepler.
It's
From
very unique.
KEPLER-22.
Kepler. What's the Kepler?
That's research for you to do. You should have done your homework.
So you're telling me you're putting that shit out there like that, my nigga?
It's there. Like
It's there.
everything comes from
One of
somewhere.
the boxes.
You have to
man.
understand. You have 56 podcasts,
You have to do the
1,000
detective work.
songs. Yeah, I gotta cipher through a lot, my boy.
That's how I set it up.
You're right. I'll get
If you want to explore, you have plenty.
I'll get at you later on. Boy.
But what if it's wrong? What if you look up? You don't care.
He's not gonna confirm.
I'm pretty
you're
thorough.
more denied.
Okay.
I'm pretty thorough.
Okay.
I'm a thorough improviser.
I can tell by the glasses. Anyways, Jay, please introduce yourself, who you are as a person, why you look so jiggy. Fat form, my nigga?
No, come on, man. Come on, man. We're bringing it back.
So I got some blue cups for you, my boy.
Jay Chinnasz. If you don't know by now, you should probably figure it out. But it's me, baby. It's Jay Chinnasz. What more can I say?
No,
what more can I say other than Jay Chinnasz? You should know by now, man. You should know.
And I'm just curious as to how you guys linked up in the first place to even make music, because I've known you, for quite some time, as far as like this, whatever you want to call it in Ottawa, as far as creative platform or whatever. And I've met
industry.
you, whatever you want to call it, right? And I met you way before, and then I met you a bit later. But you guys were never really making music, like anything really for that matter, together, except until Paris, right? So how did that come about?
How did you guys meet?
Do you want to lie or do you want to tell the truth?
Let's gaslight them a little. We'll gaslight them just a bit, and then we'll give them facts, because that's what gaslighting is.
That question.
You
We'll
guys are
take what we
taking us
can
on a
get.
trip.
Yeah,
Are we still in Europe right now? What's happening?
You should be. So essentially what happened is I put out this video, and he hit me up, and he's like, bro, this shit is trash. And he's basically he was like, yo, this is trash, you need to come work at Dojo, I'll hook it up and everything will be fine from there.
What did you have to say about that, nigga?
No, that's a lie. No, that's all a lie.
Oh, okay,
Nah. It's so when I put out Mercedes, he hit me up. He can tell you the reasons as to why he hit me up after when I put out Mercedes, but he hit me up when I put out.
You want me to say it?
I want you to say it.
Okay.
But you know how the Drake and LeBron thing? What did I tell you? Anyways, so put my shit out. He hit me up. He's like, yo, fuck with this, da. Yo, we should work. And where he wanted me to come work was no problem for me. But I guess some people don't like to go that distance to work. It doesn't make any difference to me.
Where is that? Why are you saying it so cryptically?
This is not my story to tell.
Oh, it's because he won't give out personal information without my.
Yeah, I don't tell people's information on other people without them saying I can tell that information. So
Lojo's the FBI, basically.
no,
That's just the code.
yeah, it's just
Hacking these niggas.
it's just the code. But yeah, so I came out, we worked, we made Paris, and we worked on a few other tracks, but Paris was the only one that saw the light of. Remember Religion? Anyways,
I'm supposed to finish that.
yeah, there's a lot we're supposed to finish. But yeah, so he hit me up. He said, "Yo, come work." I said, "I'll come work." Actually, I didn't even go there. I think we linked up and then we drove there together. But we went, we worked, we did Paris. We went through the Paris thing, and then we just did the, you know, he would produce a lot of records for me and this and that and this and that. And there's another half of the story for him to tell. So
I feel like we're getting half of the story.
It was 2 years.
Yeah.
It was kind of like 2 years in the making before we got close enough to work on a project together.
yeah.
Like when I rarely really pay attention to the music because I actually don't think the quality of the music matters, but it matters way less than how the music's presented. So what I was seeing from how he was putting shit out from the first Love 'Em On release to Mercedes is he really cared about how he was presenting the music to the point where he would dye his hair the color of the album cover, shit like that. I was like, okay, so he cares about the idea to where he sees that it's like beyond the music, like you have to embody the idea itself. So that's kind of why I reached out, and I only figured this out like this year because like I just do things and then I make sense of what I do after.
I respect that.
So
That's sick.
like when I think about it afterwards, I was just like, that's probably what attracted me. Pause. And then it from there
Nah, no pause.
we started producing. I made
LGBTQ friendly, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
No
you're saying.
pause. No pause.
Pause
We
is
love our
fine.
homies around here.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
Come on, man.
We've made love several times.
Whoa! Whoa!
Is that on camera? Is that
Anyways,
Like, if people don't know I'm Jamaican, it hurts, bro. I hear my ancestors screaming.
I produced Fantasy. We made a few records that like didn't get released, and then we just the Karma drop is when we got like super close because then we delivered all of those ourselves around like Ottawa. So we spent like I think 3 days delivering everything. Like
Nah,
was it more?
because we did 1 week t-shirts, 1 week sweaters.
Oh yeah, it was a while. It was
a hot minute.
So you
And
guys
then-
have collabed with music, clothing.
Well, the Karma.
No, we did clothing. We did Love 'Em On.
Well, that was Love 'Em On too.
It's still clothing we did together.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys
Actually,
create in different spaces. No?
Yeah,
So-
we do everything.
everything was kind of like building on top of each other. We were doing like I was just producing for a thing, or I was just like, and then he was like with Love 'Em On too. It was like, yo, produce the whole project and let's work on it start to finish together. So like he would send me samples, I would flip them, make the beats, and then that's how Love 'Em On 2 was made. And then we were like, okay, let's figure out the rollout. So we did that together. And then there was like this year where like actually not this year, but like for the past like year or so, West Side Gun and like all those niggas started really
That nigga
popping
saved
out.
hip hop, man.
And Travis reached
So
out, not Travis, but a fucking Tyler Creator reached out. The features that were made out of this. No.
Have you seen Halo Wars Hermes?
course,
The side B?
Yeah, that's
side-
what
yo.
was the first.
You listen to Side B first?
Yeah, Side B first.
You waited a whole 2-3 weeks?
The thing with me, I'll be honest with you, like when too many people are talking about music,
I see.
about the
There's
thing
a
about
lot
the
of
same
people
time,
like
I see.
this.
and like
You're a contrarian.
the
Oh shit.
first one,
You're a contrarian.
well, I wouldn't say contrarian, but I'm saying
Controversial figure.
no. Think about it, bro. If you have a million people talking about the same thing at the same time, you have no choice but to be biased to it.
It might skew like your experience. Yeah.
That's
when your friends are talking about
Yeah.
people you hang out.
Yo, this is sick.
Come on, man. So I waited.
You wait till the hype is gone.
That's fair.
Then I listen to the album again.
Very fair.
Except if it's Drake.
Yeah, Drake.
You know what? I think niggas should start doing that shit with Drake, because niggas are real quick to talk shit about the Drake albums, and 3-4 weeks later they sound really good. They sound
so well.
Yup.
Drake makes
He
excellent
says that.
music.
It's like-
Drake is like
He's good at his job.
But it goes further in the music. It's like, even like you said, the way you present the whole idea, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
Who puts emojis on a fucking like cover?
It's so pop art, like.
You know what I mean? Like, he's like, well, anyways,
It's
you know?
genius.
I like anything that makes you go, what the fuck?
Yeah. I figured.
So I like that. When I saw it, I was like, that's pretty tight.
That was definitely a what the fuck moment for me.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Emojis.
And
It's not getting sued by.
Pregnant.
Is it not getting sued by Apple for this
Oh,
shit?
he's definitely figured that out.
And it's very on. Drake brings money to Apple, so
Yeah,
like
probably.
Yeah,
right?
he has enough
Yeah.
leverage to do that. He probably has ties with them, so they probably designed the fucking thing for him,
Right.
in collaboration with whoever made the cover.
So, you know, just to kind of go to the next step over, I feel like I made it really comfortable for you guys, right? You know, you guys are happy. You got your water.
I've been at home since I came here.
Great, great, buddy. Well, you, Mr. J. Chinnasz. I feel like, you know, we're gonna get into this tape because I feel like this is definitely the most concise project. The most concise project you guys have ever put out, and even you, like, I mean, you've had music in the past that really indicative as to who you are as a person, but I'm getting on your ass, buddy. As far as music goes, you were very ambiguous as to who you were as a rapper. The image, you know, is he Jamaican? Is he Asian? Is he a rapper? What do you do? So, and I feel like with this tape, it was a lot more concise. So, do kind of talk about, you know, how did you come about, you know, finding your identity in this music shit?
Okay, let me tell you something. It might sound deep, it might sound corny, I don't know. Mm-hmm. When I look in the mirror, I see everything I want to be. The problem is I want to be so many different things. So, depending on how I feel that day, that's what I want to do.
That's it.
I think I'm the coolest motherfucking person I've ever met. So I just go around doing shit in my own little cool way, worry about it after. That's how I move. And certain things will tell with the time how I was feeling, how well I acted. Because the same thing, even though I will always continue to be the person who does whatever the fuck they want, what will always increase is how I'm able to execute whatever idea I have. So the reason why this was so concise and it was so impressive is because at this point in time, that's the level I'm at now. Whereas beforehand, I was on different levels. They were still good for what I was doing at the time and for who I thought I was at the time, but I've grown.
And how did you come about growing into that person? Like, because you've worked with a lot of producers in the past. Like, why did you choose to go with Gio's direction?
Cause I'm tight as fuck, dog.
Facts.
Let him say that then.
and he'll let me do what I want to do.
Oh, that's important.
So, for instance, Love 'Em On 2, I picked all the samples. I said, yo, can you flip the sample like this? Can you do this to, you know, let's try this. I'm gonna send my vocals back to you. Can you do this, da 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 da? And then he'll add his geo touch on it, and he'll, you know, embellish the vocals a little bit, put a little vocal layer on it, something like that. But we're at the point now where with Europe, I was able to be like, yo, make the drums like this. Let's make this sample beat, let's do it like this. And he'll be like, okay, but if we're gonna put the bass there, we'll put a snare here. And we work together like that. But working with other producers sometimes, or even just buying beats, you don't get that. You don't get that say. You don't get that creativity. You don't tailor it to yourself. You don't buy a suit and walk out the store in it. You buy the suit and you get them to tailor the legs to it, to you. You know what I mean? So he's my tailor.
Yeah, and it's important to be comfortable to be able to like bring up those ideas. Like, does he make you feel comfortable in that? Like,
well, put it like this: we did Europe in my house.
ah.
So
Wow. Okay.
if he was, if I wasn't comfortable in my own home, we probably wouldn't have been there in the first place. You know what I mean? So like the second he came into the crib, like, you know, SEAKA, you've been to the crib, like it's cozy, bro. We sit down, we smoke, we talk. That's what it is. And then you build that relationship and you take that rapport and then you translate it to a product and it shows. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and I want to ask you this, Gio, because if you don't mind me calling you Gio, you know, I feel like you've been repping this dojo shit for a minute, you know, and the podcast, the music. What is dojo? Well, what does it represent for you? Why do you rep that shit so hard?
I'm wondering if I should go long answer or short answer.
Long, please.
give him a long stroke, bro.
As long as he wants.
Long stroke.
Give him a long stroke. Give him every inch, man. Let's go.
Gio.
Yo, am I allowed to roll up?
Yeah, do you think? Because I don't know if you remember, but when we first met, I don't know if you remember, but that was that bourbon room.
How long ago? How many years ago?
That was like
Commotion?
Yeah. That was like 3 years ago.
The fillet, those you fillet.
Yeah, the first time I performed.
You remember what I told you?
What did you say?
No, forget about it. I thought you remember.
Bring it up.
Forget about it.
I mean, if you tell me, I'll probably remember. Tell me.
Honestly, I said that when you got on stage, you remind me a lot of like the earlier days of Odd Future. Not that you resemble or your music sounds exactly like them, but the fact that you're so comfortable creatively, you know, your skills, you know exactly how to use editing, you know, you do your own covers, you make your own music, you shoot your own podcast, you know what I mean? Like, to me, it kind of felt like that, very homegrown, very, you know, self-made. Yeah. You know, so...
Yeah, there's definitely Odd Future influence in your music too.
No, 100%.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking, you know, like, what does dojo represent to you? Because...
What is dojo? Question.
Well, okay, so this connects to what you were saying just now, what you two were saying just now, and what I told you earlier about I just do things and make sense of them later. So, like, I came across Tyler's music in 2015. I had known of, like, the whole Odd Future, like, boom thing from, like, Yonkers video dropping and everyone talking about that and, like, so on and so forth, but I was never, like, I wasn't there yet, I guess. 2015... I'm like, I don't really have a personality. I'm just trying to like fit wherever I can, right? So then I listened to Cherry Bomb, and then like it was intriguing, whatever. Something made me come back to it, and then I'm like, I need to know more.
Yeah, so the Smucker's record is hard. Smucker's is hard.
There were like I didn't understand. It was a completely different world from what I had been used to at that point. So I was like, this is so strange. But I kind of want to find out more. So I investigated. So then that's when I saw like the fucking Tyler interviews. And then I saw this nigga in a fucking baby blue fucking crew neck with checkerboard wristband. Like, I was
His interviews are the best.
And he's
you just feel like you can really get to...
And he's doing whatever the fuck he wants. And everyone's like, oh, about it. And I'm like, whoa, like he's being
himself.
The one with Larry King.
He did an interview with Larry King?
Oh yeah, when he sits on the couch.
Yeah.
What?
Hot dog, nigga.
I've consumed every single one.
What?
Single one. I know all the obscure ones. So basically, that's what happened.
You seen the ones that throw again?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Read it in the magazine.
You read it? Yeah. Bro, niggas reading in 2020 is crazy. It's because there's YouTube.
So then I saw like Golf Wang and all that shit. So he had his own thing. So basically, I just started copied. I steal.
Yo,
I started stealing that. I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Bro, if you don't steal shit, you're wasting your time.
So I was like, okay, I need to pick a name.
What?
I need to pick a name. So I'm like, whatever, go over a bunch of fucking names, and then Doja's the one that ended up sticking. Fast forward, just looking back, I realized like I used to really like ninja shit and like kung fu stuff and like martial arts shit. And
that's why I hang out with the Asian dude. You see?
I also took out karate.
saw Chin and he just, yo. Trying to work.
I was like, yo, sign me
If you know any kung fu, come to the crib right now.
I said he loved Jackie Chan, so he chose me.
Yeah, so from there, but for why I picked it, it's the martial artist goes there to train to get better at whatever he does. But when you get to the black belt, it doesn't end there. You know, you go there, you keep, the process continues. Eventually,
And you become like a facilitator.
Yeah,
like you teach.
You teach, but you also have to keep learning so that you can adapt to whoever you need to teach, right? So you can't stop. So you go to the dojo like to keep getting, no matter how black belt means nothing to a black belt. If anything, when you get to a black belt, you're back to white. If anything. So the whole thing of endless process became kind of an obsession because I realized that's like life. So that's the logo, the arrows. It's like to signify like the repeat
Continuity.
Yeah,
Bro.
Everything's just circles.
Cycle.
Like
He said
cycles.
long answer, he gave you a
Wow,
long
yeah.
answer.
No, we're lucky.
Thanks.
Yes.
So,
bro,
like-
I didn't even notice. I had no idea. That's what the arrows were for? That's crazy.
The ropes,
But
Bro,
here's the thing.
I'm gonna come sit over there with y'all, man. I'm getting the same
I only
information.
interpret what I do, so I could be wrong. This is just an interpretation, right? So I don't see my interpretation as the final say. So if anyone else tells me an interpretation of what they think is going on, I'll consider it too.
and that's why you work with people.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Makes sense.
I like that. That's crazy.
So
That's
I guess
nice.
It's a lot to digest, man.
my second question for you, Jay, is and in this space, right, with dojo, where do you feel like your brand fits in with that one? Because you also have gelato, right, where you used to make music or still do.
Of course, bro. So we actually have gelato sessions at the crib
Okay.
like every other week. So gelato. So here's the thing about gelato.
Yeah, I'm spreading.
Here's the thing about gelato.
Be careful.
Gelato is niggas who smoke weed, are friends, and just all happen to make music.
Do you have to smoke gelato? Can I be gelato and not smoke gelato?
Yeah, would I be able to?
Can I be part of this?
Can you be gelato? There's other people that we have to take that question up with. But of course you don't only have to smoke gelato. We are weed connoisseurs, that's the word. We're weed connoisseurs. We try different strains, we read up on them, we know what we want to try, we know what we want to smoke, when we want to smoke it, etc.
What's your favorite strain?
My favorite strain?
That it's
Or
not
what are you
gelato.
smoking the most right now?
Okay, so
That's different, you know? You can switch up.
right now, I've been just switching it up often because I hate smoking the same strain for too long. It just feels like smoking cigarettes at that point. Like you smoking the same thing over and over again. Like it don't really make sense.
Okay.
I do both.
Fucking butt tea.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, so my favorite strain right now, okay, my favorite strain is a tie
Ooh, we got a time.
between the Larry Bird 33, aka Gelato,
Larry Bird 33.
or
Drugs.
the Fruity Pebbles.
Whoa.
The Fruity Pebbles.
That's a good one.
The Fruity Pebbles are
Like indica, sativa.
So here's why I like them. Gelato and take my answer. He don't even smoke. He want to talk about my shit. Anyways, but yeah, it's a hybrid. So gelato is a pure 50-50 hybrid,
Okay.
which is why it's perfect. It's balanced. We love balance.
That's all things should be.
And Fruity Pebbles is a 55-45. So it's very close. It's like a runner-up
It's
basically.
More sativa?
It's more indica. Fruity
Okay.
Pebbles are more indica. And actually, I do need to give a shout out to this strain because I've been talking shit about it for years. And I smoked it a few weeks ago, a month ago, and I had to text Huey, and I'm like, bro, this shit put me on my ass. Like, bro, we're talking all types of shit about it. So, I have to shout out the Bubba Kush, man. The
Bubba Kush?
No, Bubba Kush.
You don't know about the Bubba?
Fam.
Nah, do you?
Fam, if you had asked me
I was
this,
smoking on
if you
Bubba.
asked me this question in 2018, I would have cursed Bubba to hell.
Why did you hate it?
It was weed. week. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what they've been doing it.
And
It's
now,
like, it's the value strain.
Bro, they've been. I don't know what happened, bro. It was just on the menu one day, and I was like, "Yo, you know what? I believe in second chances. I would want a second chance, so I give a second chance to the strain." And what do you know? They pull through. So if anybody's out there and contemplating giving someone a second chance, do it. It's worth it.
don't tell me that.
Ah! Yo, I'm sorry.
Oh, I like.
But slide in the DMs, it might work. I don't know. You have context. You have context.
I like context.
You watch the interview, you could
Yeah.
See what you started,
Jay told me to.
See what he started, Jay?
Second
Anyways.
chances.
listen,
Oh
brother.
my gosh.
I'm a philosopher.
Whatever.
So basically, you know, you're a weed smoker. You're the world's most dangerous Haitian.
He did say that.
Don't just call me a weed smoker. That's crazy. you got the world's most dangerous Haitian, and I get weed smoker? Oh my
I
God.
wanted me to come and, you know, quote shit, right? And show that I'm actually listening, show that I'm actually in tuned, right? So please do kind of explain as an artist, right? Like, you guys are both establishing yourself as artists. Why do you guys decide to do this shit together?
Because we're fucking friends, and friends should work together.
But we're talking business right now, right?
Yo, if you can't do business with your friend, don't do business with nobody because you suck. That's what I think about that, bro.
Oh,
If you can't,
That's like the opposite of what everyone said.
yo, because everyone is like, yo, don't make friends with business, don't make friends with business. Bro, I promise you, nobody has had more fun making a project and cared more about making a project than I have making yours. So if you can't do shit with your friends, then
Yeah, see, that's what's strange about your question is like we didn't decide
yeah, bro.
Europe.
Bro, the process of this was
The way
crazy.
I work and the way we work is the same way the Bordeaux video was made. Is we hang out and then create in the process. So whatever's created is just a byproduct of just niggas hanging out. Which is why
It's never
I
like-
prefer hanging out with people who I am comfortable with. So before I even work with you, I have to know if you're someone who I like. Because if I don't like you, then we can't communicate in that language.
Facts.
Which is the music or whatever we end up communicating. Because to me, it's not like, let's make Europe, let's start the first session. The way this started was, I was listening to Group B, song by Tyler, and then I was also listening to Alfredo a lot. I was like, yo, I love just the beautiful samples, and then just a nigga rapping over a loop for like 2-3
No
minutes.
drums.
Like sometimes no drums, sometimes there's drums. It's just
God.
you know what I'm saying? So I was like,
No
listening to
drums.
Group B, took a screenshot, posted it on my archive story, and I was like, I would love to just make a project just like rapping over loops. And then he replied, come over. That night we made Venice.
Wow.
That's how it happened?
That night we made Venice.
Okay.
And it was
I
from there.
remember!
And
You know how much weed I smoke? I'm not
Put the
trying
weed
to.
down.
He's like, I guess.
Bro, I be present. I be present. I don't.
yeah, there's really no point in remembering anything. Anyways,
The work
Yeah.
speaks for
and
itself,
then every
man.
subsequent like session, literally every single one after a new track was made.
Okay, yeah,
Or,
so-
or like worked on from the last.
To give you more detail, I had moved. Right? I moved whatever.
Which ends?
Still in the east.
Okay.
Still in the east. So I was like, yo, like I had this like kind of little makeshift studio set up. Tell him come over. He comes over. He actually didn't bring his laptop plug.
Oh yeah.
So his laptop died. So the first song that we recorded, I'm not gonna tell you which one because it doesn't matter.
I already said it.
Oh, you already said it?
That was Venice.
Oh, you're said. Oh. I was trying to
Venice
guess.
is the oldest one.
Oh yeah, Venice is yeah. So we recorded Venice first, but what had happened was we had to just like do it, like we just found samples and we just put it up, and we had to put the DAW on my laptop and record it off my laptop.
The what side?
Ableton.
Ableton.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we had to put that on my laptop and record it off my laptop, and we did it like that. Every single session after, we just followed the same thing that we did, which was find a sample, put it in the DAW, write, record it, and never think about it or talk about it again. And that's all we did.
Wow. Okay, so why Europe? Why the whole airlines? The whole concept, where did it start from?
Yeah, even the promo on Instagram was a
The
lot.
promo was so sick.
Yeah.
I
The
know.
concept, like, you guys really, like, execution was 10 out of 10. Even, okay, the intro track, it just sounds like the whole beat. No, it sounds like you're chilling in a first class lounge, ready to board.
Hey.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dojo Air.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have champagne in your hand. That was
Yeah,
what I was
clean.
picturing, yeah.
First class going to Europe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, that's
It's
just what
it's a
I
very
pictured.
first class feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
elegant.
Yeah. So Paris, we made Paris in 2018. It was just called Paris. We just liked the name. And then
No, that's not why. Well,
Like,
we
well, the sample reminded us of
yeah,
something
we literally we called it Paris, and the promo behind it was it has nothing to do with Paris at all.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
like, you look at that, you want to click on it. It's
Except the
genius.
beret hats.
You're like-
The beret hats. I guess Paris. Right?
I guess.
Well, that's the whole.
That was like that like that's why it's
Niggas in
like
Value Village.
yeah, it's like you see us in berets, but in the reality of it is, yo, we just went to Value Village and then went to McDonald's after. Like
Yes.
So you guys have a lot to do with hats.
Respect, please, yeah, the hats, but respect the lady's question.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, why-
Question you about that?
Yeah.
Why Europe?
why Europe? Oh yeah, cause Paris.
Well, that night
said that.
we're like we made Venice. It wasn't called Venice when we made it, so it was like, what do we call this? And then I don't know who said it. It was just.
It was definitely just like a moment of just like
Just
da,
going
da, 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 da. Yo, Venice.
And we were like, yo, we made Paris. What if we just keep it European city?
Yeah, whenever we make music together, it's European cities.
Now I'm not gonna lie,
Boom.
that's one recurrent thing with artists. You know, you start talking about one thing and end up to the next really quickly.
Yeah.
How do you guys? I'm gonna let y'all better keep answering the question, but add that to the repertoire, please. How do you, with ADHD, how do you focus on Europe as a concept and not diverge? Because as an artist, you'll do a lot of dope shit.
Yeah, it's hard to just stick to one.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
My point exactly.
I go off instinct. I kind of understand the question.
Yeah, this one's for you, bro.
I go off like not instincts, but I just kind of
Off the feeling.
I just kind of trust that, like, I know what I'm doing, so I don't try to make sense of what I'm doing as I'm doing it.
like, you
and
don't get bored
eventually-
of the concept. You just know, like, this
Well,
is what I'm doing. And you
The
just
process
do it.
behind Europe was a lot of bursts. It was a lot of bursts of energy, and then the rest, and then
And also
you think
cause quarantine.
Right.
Because quarantine.
the lockdown did like
Because there was
stop the
there was a
sessions.
period. I think there was 2 separate months where we
Quebec
did
got that curfew.
Yeah, no, there was one in January.
Oh yeah.
And then one later on in the year for like a whole month at a time. We didn't link none of that shit. We just text each other, talk about other shit, whatever.
We're like, miss you.
Yeah, no, straight up. I'd be like, bro, I need this, bro. Like, come to the crib. I need this, like, bro. He's my therapist. Like, it's one of those things. So, it was a lot of bursts.
You need more, huh? That was not enough. You need more. You gotta read up.
You know what? Fuck it.
Are you satisfied? There you go. Are you satisfied with the answer?
Oh,
I can definitely dig a little deeper.
but
Wait,
basically,
okay, no, sorry.
no. Go ahead.
It's a kind of off topic, but have you guys been to Europe?
Oh,
Hell no. I hate planes. I'm so scared of flying, bro. I'm so scared. Bro, I went to Vegas 2 years ago. The flight was 4 hours.
And you're terrified.
And the flight was 1 hour to Toronto and 3 hours to Vegas.
Wait, was that your last flight? Because,
That was my most recent, that was January 2019, I think.
Damn.
So, yeah, bro, it was the worst. Like, I didn't sleep. I had to take like 5 edibles just to like get to the airport and make sure I was good. Bro,
you gotta do what you
planes fucking suck. If only way I'm going to Europe is if like I can get there in first class, which
Right.
everybody get me rich, thank you.
We
And
got you.
or if I could just teleport there. If I could just teleport there, I will go everywhere in the world.
But bro, think about it. You've been to Vegas. Like I went to Paris before the pandemic.
Oh,
And there was
you did.
I did like flex.
Yeah, you didn't see, bro? Oh man, yo, he got this great picture. He got a great picture. Yeah, bro. Yo, he dressed real Beau Garçon, man. Beau Garçon with the chemise and the blonde hair. Yo, man. Yeah.
Got me off my mojo.
Yeah, but yo, let me tell you something. There's an Eiffel Tower in Vegas.
I know. I've been to Vegas too.
Yeah. So it's an Eiffel Tower. I've been.
But my thing is, if you've been to Vegas and it wasn't that bad, Paris is like 6 hours.
Yeah.
You can definitely.
What's the longest flight you've taken?
Yeah.
I think I went to Mexico. There's airport in Guadalajara, but there was two different. I had to do a stop, and we stopped in like Washington or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then we
Those layovers.
Bro, I don't like airports, I don't like planes, I don't like anything about the traveling process. I like being in new places, but the traveling process, even driving to Toronto, trash. Oh. Like, bro, anything that involves like a time to get there. Like the journey, if we're talking journeys, cool. I like the journey. I like walking places.
Yeah.
I don't mind taking the train. I like taking the train.
I won't walk.
Oh, I love to walk. I love to take the train.
Anyway.
Bro, if you put me up in the air, I'm a bitch. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Pop on the plane like I can't.
You just chew gum.
Have you ever experienced turbulence?
Yes.
Turbulence is the one way.
No.
It's the one way to ensure that you're okay with death. No. When we were flying to Vegas, the plane started shaking like this, and that's when I realized, bro, when I die, I have no say. I have no say.
The worst is when the flight attendants are when the flight attendants are nervous. That's when you're like,
that is not a job you should have if you have anxiety. This is what? Yo, this girl's in there, bro.
Stress, calm down, sir.
That's what I'm like. I was calm.
Everybody stay calm.
Bro. Anything where I'm off the ground, like I don't like boats. I don't like planes. Anything that's not on the ground,
You just don't like fun.
Brother, I like stability.
That's crazy.
I'm a land animal.
The air is awesome.
I'm a land animal. I'm not a fish and I'm not a bird. I'm a land animal.
Your next video, your first video, your single, right, was very indicative of the direction you guys were gonna have to take with that tape. Maybe not have to, but that you guys decided to take with that tape. Do speak about that Bordeaux video because it's very organic. A lot of iPhone clips, a lot of VHS. Mm-hmm. And then just a bit of very 4K videos. Mm-hmm. So I'm just very curious as to why you guys decided to shoot it so. The way to get you guys decided to shoot it.
We didn't really decide anything, huh?
What does Bordeaux represent for you? The Bordeaux video.
It represents something for me, but I'll let him answer his. I have an answer personalized to myself, so you say what you need to say and get on it.
The way I work is I just work with what I have. So from like I never had like the most recent thing technology wise. I was always a few models behind. So from the jump, which is very Haitian, I'm not gonna lie. From the jump, like
I was in Caribbean. I was in Caribbean.
I've always seen that it's like
black.
I have.
Yo, our parents weren't buying this shit, bro.
I was getting the Nintendo 64 when the game was coming out.
Bro, you know, the very funny thing, I got the PS2 the day the PS3 came out.
I feel like my parents did this. Anyways,
I was just hearing about it.
Dog, I got my Xbox 360 the same year Xbox One came out.
Exactly. I feel like that's the same.
They're not buying me shit.
I'll let you
I got my Xbox 360 like 3 years ago.
Oh shit!
It's a great console.
Love it.
It's a very great console.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
Games.
If you can
I don't have.
In general, or for Xbox 360?
Xbox 360.
Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2.
Left 4 Dead 2 was.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Nah, get out of here, bro. That's the best.
Too much.
Left
4 Dead 2 is too easy, bro. It's too
Battlefield
easy.
3, I'm gonna say. That's the one I spent a lot of time with.
Left 4 Dead 2 is my shit,
if
bro.
it's most time, mine would be Minecraft.
Minecraft's probably my second favorite.
It's just fire. And PC, but.
Yeah, PC.
So, yeah,
See, to go back with the thing, I could never afford Minecraft because I could never have it on a computer that was fast enough to run it. So I had to get the Minecraft knockoffs on the Xbox.
Oh.
So I would just pretend like it was. So
Was it good enough?
It's been that's the thing. I make it work. I make what I have work.
Back to what you're saying,
And
yeah.
with time, I've gotten very good at that to the point where I can make it work no matter what I do. Like, the thing is, I think nothing, in my opinion, should get in the way of you and the idea you have. Nothing. So it doesn't matter if you don't have the 4K fucking $4,000 Sony camera. You have an iPhone 11, my nigga. Like you have a proper camera, and you like all we did. There is no 4K camera. All of it is iPhone and some VHS from Eddie, which was shot on an actual VHS camera. We didn't just do the effect.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, and I remember from that basketball tournament, I was coming back from my car to get a lighter, and Jay's just filming me. I'm like, what is he filming? I didn't make the cut.
It wasn't about you, it was about me, man. What the fuck are we doing?
But yeah, I remember being there during that tournament, and just the way you guys were shooting everything. I do understand that the show is called Off the Ropes, so I'm supposed to keep you guys on the ropes. But I'm very impressed with the direction you guys took on this project, because the tape just sounds so much like Ottawa. It's very
like you ever like had an essay to finish, and then you really clocked in, and then like next thing you know, 3 hours have gone by, and you're like hungry and you didn't notice. Flow.
Yeah, the state of flow is kind of like what creatives try to strive for.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, yeah. I hunger for that shit.
Yeah.
I thirst for it.
Yeah.
That's what I look for all the time.
I love that. But they also say that, very quick, like artists that do that, they don't age as much because they're in the state of flow and they stop time. That's what they say about Pharrell.
Because we get in a timeless, we just live timelessly.
Okay, this is perfect for my next question. So, Gio, I went on your Instagram and I saw in your bio, I'm so intrigued, it says astrologer and psychic. And so it could be a joke, it could be something serious, but I feel like there's some truth to it, because in your podcast you talk about like big topics like ego death, manifestation. And I'm super spiritual, so I just want to know, like, why did you put that in your bio, or was it just a joke?
It's like, it's an inside joke with myself, which is so funny, because like I'll look at it and I'll be like, but no, but it's kind of like a joke I make, because I'm a smart ass, like annoyingly.
What's your sign?
So
Libra
gang, baby. Yes, sir.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Wait, what? That's like now. When's your birthday?
My birthday was yesterday, actually.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, we took a trip to Europe for my birthday, actually. That's what we did, and we took everybody with us.
When's your birthday?
The 3rd of October.
Wow. Okay, that's sick.
OVO. Yo, Drake, if you see this, leave us alone.
Wow, I love that. So you're very spiritual.
The thing is, I think everyone is. Oh shit! 5 minutes. I was counting it. I'd say so, but like I don't know. I think everyone's having a spiritual experience. Like I think it's just like which perspective you choose to take.
Yeah.
Like there's physical, emotional, psychological, physiological, spiritual. All of it is you're just supposed to like get all of them in check.
Yeah, and people don't like to say they're spiritual, but a lot of things that they do is spiritual. So
you can't not be. It's a very human thing.
You can not be religious, but you should be spiritual.
Facts. Yeah.
Because you should believe in at least something. Something
more than what we see.
Not even like something more, but also just like you need to find a purpose to do anything.
Yeah.
If your purpose is just to experience life, then that's still a purpose.
Yeah.
But like you found it.
You can't escape from spirituality, guys.
Exactly. Like you have to talk to yourself. You have a conscience.
Because we're self-aware, so we need to make sense of
exactly.
Even energy to me is like very spiritual.
Yeah.
So there's like a flow to everything you guys do, right? So as far as music goes, right? Because music, art, painting, it's a very spiritual thing to take something from within and then give it to other people. It's very deep, right? So how far are you willing to willing to go with this art shit? Like what does making art mean to you guys?
It's so dramatic, such dramatic wording. I have no other words to use, but like I kind of let myself be enslaved to the idea until it's complete. So like,
bro,
like I become whatever I need to be to do whatever I need.
I'm a pilot. I could fly a plane right now.
Yeah, like if you
I could fly a fucking plane right now. I don't know what, but bro, I seen them niggas in the movie did it with all buttons here. I could fly the plane right now while my eyes closed.
Like, wouldn't it be a sick release if we learned how to pilot a plane and like took like all the homies on a ride and played them?
Yo, imagine that was a listening party on the jet.
Oh
Yo,
my god.
but I'm broke. I'm broke. I can't buy a jet.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We not get me rich, please.
Yeah, we got you.
Please.
We got you.
Yeah.
It's a two-way street though.
Listen, if I'm rich, everybody else will be rich.
You helping us right now.
Yeah.
We have their attention, those viewers.
Thank you.
Do that again.
Go listen to Europe, by the way. Go listen to Europe, by the way.
What is your favorite song off the Europe tape? I actually never asked. What's your favorite song off there?
His is Prague.
And his is Lisbon.
Mine is Lisbon, yeah.
Yeah.
Lisbon.
Prague is very, that whole tape I really fucked with it heavy. And some of my quotes.
Okay, so my question for you. I feel like we relate in a way because your background. What is it? Do people ask you this all the time?
People ask me all the
Because
time.
I get asked every single day, and I just want to know, like, what's your background? Do you get offended when people ask that? Is it?
I don't get offended. I just get annoyed because I'm just like, bro,
That's
like.
not like even asking you. I'm like.
Yeah, like if you're black, I don't walk around and be like, yo, like,
What are you?
what country is your family from? Like, that's weird.
Which black
people,
are you?
Yeah, like sounds.
People say, "What are you?" to me all the time, and they're never right.
Yeah, so it's super annoying, but I love it because it's my identity, right? Like
It's your way to like. Speak up.
my identity is that you don't know what the fuck you're getting. Ever. You're gonna look at me and think you got me figured out, and when you sit down with me or when you try to take in my content and take in what I'm saying to you, you're gonna be like, yo, who the fuck, what's going on? Like, who is this guy?
Because like I'm the producer right now.
I was so surprised when I saw his soft side manifest.
Yo, dog.
I was like, oh my god, he has a soft side.
I relate to that so much.
Yo, I'm so many different things, and so my background is that my pops is Jamaican and Chinese, and my mom's is white and indigenous.
That's so crazy.
So I'm basically everything, and what's fire about it is I actually can't really ever be racist. Cause
foolproof DNA.
if I make an Asian joke, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
And my last name is Chinnasz, so I mean,
We all have to keep fucking each other.
listen, all I'm gonna say is I might represent the beginning and the end of what humans should be. So I mean,
100%.
listen.
Facts. Science.
Racially ambiguous people, supremacy.
Call me.
No, I'm just kidding.
Call me. What's the thing? Colorist, but man, mixing is awesome.
Facts.
It's
The engineer in me. Sorry, guys.
No.
Like as a kid, for me, I always felt like I grew up in Asia. I felt like I was too white there.
Can I ask you what you're mixing?
I was just gonna ask.
Yeah,
so
it's not fair. If I don't.
My dad is indigenous Taiwanese.
Okay.
So he doesn't look like classic Chinese because he's indigenous. He has like a tribe, and then my mom is Ukrainian French Canadian.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I grew up there, but back to the question, I was like, I grew up. I always wanted to look more Asian. That's crazy, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to fit in, and then when I came here, I felt better, but I was still like, I don't belong anywhere. That's how I felt. Like, do you ever feel like that?
Canada is a cool place to not belong.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, it's not like America is literally like, bro, like you're American and there's a bunch of different types of American. But Canada is like, yo, once you cross this border, bro, you just gotta look at the people and be like, hey, those are people. Like, I don't know.
I guess.
And it's so crazy you said that because, you know, I would never think that, you know, you being my co-host as an Asian, you would ever have to go through such a fight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like black people, I grew up in Quebec, like the deep depth of Montreal, you know what I mean? So it's like when you go to school and they ask you where you're from and you're like, I'm from Montreal, and they're like, okay, but where are you from, bro? You know what I mean? So I feel like that's constant battle that I've always went through, especially growing up in Quebec. So I guess my question to kind of cap it off with you guys today, I am kicking you guys out, yes.
It's okay, we went to 12 rounds, man.
I didn't want to leave, nigga.
Oh!
To kind of cap it off, I guess, I want to start this new segment with you guys where it's called Saved by the Bell. Right?
Saved by the Bell.
Interesting.
Basically, that new concept is just asking you a question that's very indicative of the concept of the show. So and I want both of you guys to answer that question.
You answer first.
What's the biggest struggle, the biggest fight you've ever had to go through in life?
Overcoming my desire for external validation. Once I overcame that, I realized how invincible I was, and this is where I stand today. I'm just now finishing that battle.
Wow.
Europe was like,
So that thing means a lot to you.
Europe was like, oh, I can fly.
Facts.
That's what it is.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Jay, please, what's your biggest fight in your life?
Honestly, it's kind of an ongoing battle of just like not having my mind made up. So like I'm always down to just like I'll be doing something and I'll be like, this is what I want to do, this is who I want to be, this is what I'm aiming towards, da 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 da, and I'm like, never mind. Because like, bro, I only live one life, and I don't really care to waste it. Like, I think people who go to school, get their degree, get a job, raise a family, die, like, good for you. Good for you. I love that for you. I don't love it for me. It's not like, seems like a waste of my time. You know what I mean?
I feel like you're just coasting through life.
Yeah, I really enjoy bro. One thing that like when I was younger, I love fucking my money up. I love to fuck my money up just to be like, I'm gonna get it back.
Re-up.
Watch what I do to overcome this to get it back.
It's so exciting.
You know what I mean? Like I love to feel like my back is against the
Getting yourself out of the pickle.
I love to feel like my back is against the ropes. I love it. You know what I mean? I love to feel like I'm in a situation and I have to be like, how do I get out of this? I love it. I love it. That might be an ongoing battle, but like I've learned to love it because it's like, what's life without some struggle? You know what I mean? What's life without finding the worst of something and turning it to the best? Right. You know? So I don't know. That's kind of I don't know.
You like the excitement?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, like.
And the only way to push the boundaries.
I'm a toxic fucking person. I love to be in a relationship and be like, oh, we're fighting.
Let me find out you got a girlfriend.
Yo, let me. Of course I got it. You think Mr. Love of Mine don't got a girl? Yo, that's a stupid question. You think I'm at home with my dick by myself? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Got no business asking me that, but I'll tell the truth. God damn it, yes sir. Listen, if you don't have a girl, you should probably get a girl, cause like being lonely.
What did BB keep saying? He's like, I need a girlfriend. Yeah.
Bro, having a shorty make your life so much better because, like, you don't know how much of a stress it is going outside trying to get pussy.
Nigga, you ever woke up with fresh, pressed, clean clothes?
Yeah, girls do everything. Like,
I never had that before. Anyways, I'm single.
Bro, I promise you, there will never be a time in my life that I don't have a girl. Never. I will never be single ever. That sounds like so boring to me. Why the fuck would I be single? For what?
No, that's fine.
I always want a woman in my life. Like, bro, I had a mom, bro, and
the other half, you know,
bro.
But like, I feel like having a partner is like motivation. Like, you just want to do the best.
No, not really. You should want to do the best for yourself.
No, that too. That's very important. You have to put yourself first.
You know what?
That's what she's saying.
I just
like,
I like to go to the gym to work out certain muscles. But you also have emotional muscles. You should have somebody that you exercise showing love to, because it's important. Because showing love to somebody allows you to be able to show love.
That's right.
You know what I mean? If you're at home and you're just bro, I hate everybody and everybody hates me. Like, bro, who you sound like a fucking awful. Don't come around me, bro. Don't ever, don't dap my hand, don't touch me, don't look at me, nothing.
Love of my inside coming out.
You should love people. If you don't have a girl, you should love your homies. You know what I mean? You should tell your homies, yo, I love you. I appreciate you for this reason. Da 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 da.
I'm saying I love you.
You should exercise showing love.
Yeah.
So, and I like to show love to women. So, you know what I mean? I like to be like, yo, come over, cuddle. I like to be like, yo, there's a show I want to watch with you. You know what I mean? Bro, come on, man.
Guys, I really want to, let you guys know how much we appreciate you guys for coming through. This episode was definitely a very entertaining one.
Yeah, this is really fun. I loved it.
And that's exactly why I brought you guys on, because
good luck to whoever's next, nigga.
That's crazy.
Well, that was another episode of Off the Ropes Podcast. I'm your humble host, SEAKA. And
I'm putting on the hat.
I'm going to catch you on the next episode of
I'm not putting on the hat. I'm not putting on the hat.
Yo, you guys, amazing.
You guys are hilarious.
Amazing.
That was bad.
Amazing.
It's just who we are.
I have to pee.
So bad, man. BBs.